Hi friends, MD Vegan. I make another chia pudding for breakfast and put a fruit salad on top. In colder days, I take more chia pudding or seeds or grains for my breakfast and less fruit. On warmer days, the other way around, more fruit. It's a little bit cooling oftentimes and less seeds. But the seeds and the nuts and so that make it last the breakfast, and the fruit make it an instant energy boost. I want to boast both usually, and today my chia pudding is with almond milk, show you in a second, and the top is a pear, wonderful pears now right in season here in Germany, and I found the special combination of for the cream, for the dressing, with persimmons. You have one super ripe persimmon and almonds. That's the main topic of this recipe. Yeah, combination of persimmon. This, you see how ripe it is? It's running away already. It's one persimmon, super ripe. I love it. It's the best texture ever. And a small amount of almonds. Yeah, and I will put some dates in there, and that seems to me the perfect combination with persimmons. Dates. Yeah. The first recipe I ever saw on a YouTube video was blending. A guy blended a whole blender full of persimmons, a whole blender full, just ripe persimmons, and put some dates into there. That was all he did. And it was a wonderful recipe. I never forgot that. It's such a beautiful image. A whole blender full of persimmons and ripe persimmons and then dates together. That's a perfect combo. Persimmons are sweet, have a gentle sweetness, beautiful sweetness, very nice, and super nutrients. The fiber, when you blend the persimmon, the fiber of the persimmon, but you cannot digest that, what gives the persimmon a shape, that fiber makes it into a pudding. It's fantastic. So the dates make it have a malty sweetness that is really perfect, matching with the gentle light sweetness, the sunny ripe sweetness of the persimmon. So dates and persimmons it is, and the almonds. That is now my idea. Put a small amount of almonds in there, because when you get that pudding texture from the persimmon, you have a nice orange pudding, wobbly like a pudding is, just by blending it. Isn't that fascinating? And the almonds is like putting almond milk in there. That is a new flavor, this sweet bitter flavor. I have that same flavor in my chia pudding. I'll talk about that later. It also relates to the pear. It also has this relation to vanilla, almond, banana, these kind of flavors. No banana today, but the flavor are similar. So the almond milk, would shape the flavor of the chia pudding. And I want to make it a dressing, not a pudding more. That's why I put some water. And that's the experiment. I don't know what happens now. So I never made this before, because when you add a nut to persimmon and blend it, it gets really thick. So I have to add water to make it runnier. So that's a half cup so far. I can always add more, but I have to add blend the almonds into a nice creamy texture, so I won't add too much water at the beginning. Let's see, blender dance. Now I get a first impression, because I never did that before. I don't know how it... Yeah, it is now. It is thick, you see. That is like a real pudding here. Blending only persimmons get it even more pudding-like, light pudding. But I don't want a pudding today. I want a similar texture as the pudding, but more creaminess. So I add more water. Let me run here. Let's see if that works. And I need more blending anyway. But I forgot to taste it. I taste it later. One more dressing, one more blending, one more blender dance to get to the texture I desire. And I also to need the blender to blend the almonds more. They really need to be creamy, and for that more blending is needed anyway. So one more blender dance. Yeah. Gets there. It's runnier now. It's still pudding-like, but it gets a lighter pudding texture. It's now runnier. That would be a fine for my dressing. But let's taste it. That's the most important. Wonderful. You know what? It already tastes almost like a pear. It goes in that direction. So nice. Well, I could use it right away, but I want to blend it one more time. I don't know if it works, but the almonds, you know, have these brown skin. Yeah, that makes it coarse a little bit. So one more blending is needed. I would say, I'll try at least. I could use it as is, but I want to try if I can make it even creamier. But at the same time, at the same time, I try one more time. Let's see. One more blender dance. Blender is a fantastic tool in the kitchen. You can break down the ingredients, break down the cells, and so on. You get all the nutrients out of the produce. And if you eat the same fruit or so without blending them, you never get as much nutrients into the body to absorb. So that's very nice. The texture is pretty much the same, the pudding-like texture. But let's taste it one more time, because when you blend it completely, like here, you always change the flavor a little bit, because once it's broken down and the ingredient and the nutrients coming out, that's what the flavor makes. Yeah, the flavor is round then when it's all broken down and they fully come out. Let's taste it again. Yeah, that's right. Now I can taste the almond better. So the longer blending was good, because the almond then comes out. It's creamy, it's nice. I'll show you in a second. And now I show you the pudding on the pear. This is one pear. It was a nice large pear. As I said, right in season. I use all of the pear. I don't peel it if not necessary. Sometimes when the pear is longer at home, it begins to brown and it takes out something. But this was a perfect pear. Wonderful ripeness. Now I show you my almond persimmon dressing. You see, it's a little bit like a pudding texture, but it's wonderful. It's a wonderful dressing. And I guess it's perfect for a chia pudding, because we'll come to that in a second. The chia pudding is made with almond milk, as I said, I mentioned before. And I found that when I did that the first time, as after I made a chia pudding with coconut milk, I found that the almonds, they all of a sudden make the chia seeds taste like chia seeds. Before with the coconut milk, I felt the chia seeds look nice. The chia seeds were rather tasting like neutral, fresh, neutral flavor. I couldn't taste the chia seed at all. It was more the texture and the freshness and the pureness of the coconut milk and the chia seed together. But when I put the almond milk in the chia pudding, of course I first have to put the chia pudding in, that's the base here. when I put the almond milk, and only then the chia seeds began to have their own flavor. That was so interesting. I had no idea before. I've been using chia seeds for years. I never, it came never to my mind. Yeah, this special difference between using different kinds of plant milk to make chia puddings. I found that so interesting that I began to make a little series, with chia puddings here for breakfast, to try the different kinds of milk and how the chia puddings then change and how that affects, of course, the fruit salads on top I put. That's really interesting. And now I've found a nice way to get a little bit here further, because the pear is such a wonderful addition to a chia pudding, because with the almond milk, the chia pudding tastes like these chia seeds, like a little bit like a sweet and bitter flavor of the chia seeds from that omega-3 fatty acids that's in the seeds. It's a very important fat we need every day. A certain amount of chia pudding every day is very important. You can also do other things, but chia pudding is one option to get this fat, this rare fat. And that goes so nicely with the pear, and that again goes so nicely with the almond persimmon cream. So all these combinations here in this recipe should be very nice together. And when I tried some of the puddings here, with the chia pudding, with the fruit salads, there was not always the same effect. The effect is, when I eat the chia pudding, it looks so nice here together. Eat the chia pudding with the dressing, with the cream on the fruit salad, then it has to really both come out. The chia seed flavor has to come out with the almond milk, and then the pear here together, and the persimmon cream. That all has to still be there, these flavors, and they have to balance each other, not hide each other, And that's so nice. You have to find so I feel that. I have to find that was my idea, to find a combination where all these flavors play together in a nice way and all come out or make one new flavor experience. I guess could work here. I will find out later. This is what it looks like. Pears in almond persimmon cream on almond chia pudding. Thanks for watching. Oh, by the way, how to make chia pudding, I didn't mention. You need to have, for one portion here, I take 1 cup of almond milk and stir in 4 tablespoons of chia seeds. And how to do that in detail, I show you in another video. You'll find the link under this video. Again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. If you like my video, subscribe MD Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day. And find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter.